Greetings, beautiful soul tribe, and welcome to 365 Days of Healing. Today we're doing breathing for anxiety. Now, if you happen to be one of our yoga students, trainees, or graduates, of course, you've done so much what we'll call Maharaja Pranayama. It's the royal yoga breath. We learn to do that as yogis, as teachers, in every single yoga class that we do. It's that equal 3-chamber breath rhythm that just sustains you through your whole life in terms of keeping you calm, maintaining your equilibrium emotionally. It helps you, of course, to awaken the cells, the DNA, the chakras. It helps to restore the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. It's all there. It's the royal breath for perfect reasons to call it royal, because it's majestic. It's just profound in all ways. Now, that's a little bit of what we're going to do today, but we're going to lead on to a specific technique if you happen to be suffering an acute anxiety attack. So the Maharaja Pranayama, yes, is great for keeping your emotional stability. But if you happen to find yourself in an acute anxiety or panic attack, the second part of what I'm doing today will support you no end at that specific time where you really need some extra support. So first of all, the Maharaja Pranayama, let's close our eyes down. Just place your hands onto your lower belly, and you have your fingertips touching across your lower belly, just under your navel. And you want to inhale through your nostrils, expand into your lower belly as if you're pushing your hands out. Draw the breath up so it fills into that whole diaphragm rib cage area. The breath travels further up and out, reaching the chest, and the collarbones will lift. And then immediately you exhale. So you allow the breath to drain out of the chest, out of the ribs. The diaphragm itself anatomically moves up at this point, so it helps you to contract the lower belly again, so a natural emptying of the lower belly. So the new inhalation starts immediately and the diaphragm moves down, and that's what helps the belly to balloon out. And you'll feel it there with your hands, and move the breath up into the ribs, up into the chest. Breath reaches the collarbones, they turn up and smile to the heavens, and then exhale, let go. Let the breath drain out of the chest, out of the ribs, and out of the belly. So you can move your hands up now around your rib cage area, fingertips touching across the solar plexus. So you'll continue on the same breath rhythm, inhaling through the lower belly. The lower belly moves out, balloons out. You're ballooning the whole torso. So through the middle of the inhalation, the fingertips should start to move apart because you're really expanding there. Continue to breathe up into the chest. The breath reaches the collarbones, and immediately you'll exhale. Let the breath drain out of the chest, out of the ribs. Fingertips should touch again. And then that natural emptying of the lower belly at the end of the exhalation. So a new inhalation, breathing, expanding. Breath moves up through that rib cage area. Fingertips move apart as you expand with breath. Rise the breath up to the chest, collarbones, and then exhale, let go. Breath drains out of the chest, out of the ribs, and out of the belly. So now move the hands up onto the chest, fingertips touching across the top of the chest now. And continue on, inhaling through lower belly, expand out, fill up through that rib cage area. And then as the breath reaches up into the chest, fingertips should move apart as you expand your chest, and then exhale. Immediately fingertips should touch back again because you're exhaling out of the chest, out of the ribs, and out of the belly. Try it again. Inhale through the belly, ribs, fill the chest, fingertips move apart. Exhale, fingertips touch back again. Drain out of the ribs and out of the belly. Now keep that breath going. You can open your eyes. How did you go? Already you'll start to feel really calm. It's said that 3 full yoga breaths, or 3 Maharaja Pranayama, royal yoga breaths, will automatically bring you back to a state of calm. So any anxiety or panic that's featuring in you, and of course, many people are going through that at this time on Earth, just in general, fast-paced society, sympathetic nervous system kicks into overdrive. It's very difficult then to calm yourself down. Even when you've got periods of rest time ahead of you, you don't know what to do with it. You feel fidgety, you're agitated, you're thinking, yes, I should stay amped, I should stay doing. So we're moving ourselves into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest cycle, as opposed to the fear or the flight, the freeze, all of these kind of synonyms we'd use for when the sympathetic nervous system has gone into excess. Now, if you happen to be having an acute panic attack, what you can do is to engage the parasympathetic nervous system in a more direct way, and that's through left nostril breathing. Now, I'm not going to get into the whys and wherefores too much today. Any yoga teachers will know this, that we do alternate nostril breathing and we activate either the Ida and Pingala nadis. In a basic sense, your feminine, masculine energies, or your sympathetic or parasympathetic nervous system. So through the left nostril breathing, it's going to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. So remember the rest and digest cycle, when the oscillations of the mind can really slow down, when you can move into calmness, into serenity, into the present moment awareness, into a space of knowing and trusting that you're always looked after, no matter what goes on outside of yourself. If you can breathe deeply, if you can find peace and calm, the internal frequency is what matters. And you learn over time that your internal frequency is everything. That's your own private universe, because the world out there is just mirroring that internal universe. So if you create calm and peace and those higher frequencies within, that's what life mirrors back to you. There is a science to this. Everything is vibration and frequency. So it doesn't matter if you're not having an acute or panic attack, because you can still do this technique and, you'll feel so calm. So left nostril breathing only. So you'll close off the right nostril with the right thumb, and you'll support. What I'm doing there is holding my right elbow with my left palm, closing off my right nostrils, and I'm just inhaling and exhaling, same as what we did before, by ballooning the lower belly, rising the breath to the chest, and then exhaling, letting the breath go out of the chest and ribs and then belly, but only through the left nostrils. So closing your eyes and continue on, but only breathing through the left nostrils, closing off the right nostril. Now you continue on, and I'm going to start talking. You want to make sure that your in-breath is even to your out-breath. So the evenness of breath is vital here, because it creates a very calm mind. The tranquil mind helps you go beyond the ever-chattering, thinking, problem-solving, planning, analysing state that we're in when we're in anxiety, where we're white-knuckling, where we're maybe feeling we're being sucked into a dark hole, where all our thoughts seem strange, where we're having heart palpitations and sweaty palms and all the physiological responses. So do get your breath even. So you're continuing on with just breathing through the left nostrils. Now the length of breath is up to you. So it could be a count, for instance, for 5. So you could go inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it might be exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't have to count, but you'll have a sense that the rhythm of the in-breath is even to the rhythm of the out-breath. And again, the evenness of breath creates that calm, deep calm, like the mind were calm surface of a pond, and you're looking into the calm surface of the pond. You're seeing the reflection back, the reflection of the soul self. If the pond is all choppy, like someone's throwing rocks on the surface of the pond and it's just all rippling, they're the vrittis, we call them in yoga. They're the thought waves. That's when you're not experiencing calm. You're getting caught up in thinking. Now, thinking should only be used when you're engaging in something, a task, maybe writing emails, maybe getting your shopping done, maybe driving the car, whatever it is. Thinking's okay at those points, but when you overthink, when you go into excess thinking, when you try to control outcomes ahead of time, where you're caught in the what ifs of the future, then this leads you direct into anxiety. So the left nostril breathing. So just finish your last round there and open your eyes and just take note of how you feel. Always use the Maharaja Pranayama, the full yoga breath, inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils. Acute a panic attack or anxiety attack, you want to do the left nostril breathing, activate the parasympathetic nervous system in a more potent way, in a more rapid way. So let's all stay calm. When you're calm, all the solutions come to you. The future takes care of itself because it mirrors your internal frequency. We've got this, my darlings. Keep breathing. Namaste.